3, 2, 1, go! Hello and welcome. Today we're going a little further. It's day 138, so we're going 13.8 kilometers. It's funny how time and distance fluctuates in your mind when you're running. I had a funny experience today earlier. I get updates on my watch and in my earpiece about how far I've come. And all of a sudden it said that I had gone 3 kilometers. And I was like, oh my God, I felt like I've been running forever, only 3 kilometers. And I was like thinking about how 3 kilometers, they're only about less than a quarter of the way now. And a couple of months ago, it was the entire run. Then it was half the run, and 3 kilometers has just gotten so much shorter. But today it felt a lot longer, which is weird. But that's how it felt. And then while I was thinking all these thoughts, then the watch said 5 kilometers. And I was like, what happened to the 4th kilometer? So suddenly, because I had been having this thought about distance and so on, I didn't even register the 4th kilometer. So now I had gone 2 kilometers without really noticing. So it's really strange how sometimes something can feel like a very enormous task, and then other times it can feel like, or whatever, depending on your mindset and how your energy is and what is happening around you and so forth. So now we are at 7 kilometers, and the last 2 kilometers, well, they passed by as well, and we are still going almost 7 kilometers more, and they will also pass. The difference is that now we're going a lot further because we're increasing the distance all the time, but we hardly notice because it's so incremental. It's so little every day, but all of a sudden we're almost going 14 kilometers and almost 100 kilometers per week, while starting out with just 100 meters. And that 100 meters in the start obviously felt very short, and the first 2 months, I would say the first 50 days, when we reach 5 kilometers, that's when I felt that, okay, now we're doing something, now we're running. But I'm used to running, so for me 5 kilometers isn't that much. But I'd imagine that a lot of you out there would be very happy to start with just 100 meters, and then all of a sudden, wow, I'm going 5 kilometers. And that's the thing about running, it's relative to the person who's running. Some performances are really, really great, even though in others' eyes they may not all that big of a deal. One of you told me how far they were running and said, but that's nothing compared to you. And I was like, it doesn't matter how much I'm running. If you're happy with how far you're running, and do you feel comfortable and do you like it, that's the important thing. Don't let other people's accomplishments take away from yours, because you can be very proud of what you achieved, even though people are doing crazy things out there. I mean, there are a lot of people running a lot longer than me, but I'm really proud of myself and the fact that I'm almost at 100 kilometers each week. It's insane to me. I mean, a good week before this project was 50 kilometers. If I had reached 50 kilometers in 1 week, I would be very happy. Everything above 40 for me was a great week, and above 50, that was amazing. Now I'm almost doubling that, so it's all relative. I mean, I think it's incredible that every day I beat how far I've gone, and every week I increase how far I've gone in a week, and every month I increase how far I've gone in a month. And even though we're almost we have less than a year left, we still have so many kilometers left, but we're adding a lot more now than we were at the start, and that's interesting. And now we reached 9.8 kilometers, which means we have 4 kilometers left. And in my mind, 4 kilometers is way too much when you have just gone almost 10k, but we'll make it. And one day 4 kilometers will be just a little bit. Rolling skis. My dad and I used to do that in the 90s maybe, and my father, he was always running too fast, and when he came down hills he could never stop, and he almost got killed by a car once because you can't control those skis, just keep on going. It's very hard to stop once they get going. So take care if you're trying out rolling skis. And now we're getting very close to actually finishing those 13.8 kilometers. It was a long run today, but remember, everything is relative. In a couple of weeks it won't look as long, and even though 3 kilometers can seem like a long run to some, it may not be to others. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And then I'll see you tomorrow for 13.9, and tomorrow I'll be actually running with a friend, so that'll be nice. But have a great day, and thanks for all the comments, thanks for all the likes, I really appreciate it. See ya. 13.8